Hello there. How we doing? Aha! Things are happening. Buttons are being pressed. Glebas are being... Glebed? Rained on? Well, either way, we're back in this crap again. How we doing? Hello. I got a pocket full of landfill. Because I decided randomly to rotate this thing 90 degrees for reasons that are sort of beyond my comprehension as to why I would be bothered rotating it 90 degrees. But yet here we are. And now I have to fill in all this crap here with landfill, which I didn't have to do before. Also, hi Twitch Veldak, how you doing? So I turned on the sub notifications
from work, Mohod,
so that Mamoru can slap down that 64-month resub. Hello from work there, Mamoru. Thank you very much for that sub. Really appreciate that. I was going to say something and I've completely derailed my train of thought. Oh yes, the Twitch Veldak has now turned into a YouTube Veldak. That's what I was going to talk about. Yes. Hello there, YouTube Veldak. No, I changed YouTube to low latency mode, so it should be a lot quicker response now. Hey Laurie, how you doing? Hello. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of back and forth right now while I sort this out. Just before now, I also slapped this thing down here. So now I can see some high quality, these kajigas. Unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of rotten, uncommon jellies, and rare jelly, and super rare jelly, and super duper rare. Well, I've never actually seen any super duper rare jelly, but that's beside the point. As you can see, it's now turned into epic spoilage, because that's the thing that you want. That's exactly what you want. You want all of the uncommon spoilage. Yep. Is there actually a better fuel value for this? 250 kilojoule? No, that's not. It's still 250. What does this actually do? I don't think it does anything. No, quality literally does nothing to it. Oh dear. Not even fuel value. Like solid fuel, it gets a acceleration and a top speed modifier on it. As a side note, cold actually doesn't get anything from quality either. There you go. How about that? Okay, so you're... I want you to just take all of that uncommon, all of that rare, all of that super rare, and yeah, we'll leave the, I mean, if it's going to be super duper unrare, then might as well just take it. I mean, at that point, might as well keep it. I don't know why I want to keep it, but apparently I've made my choice to keep it. Also, Vildak, yeah, I did see the thing you linked earlier. I'll have to try that. Probably, I want to try some stuff with Podman. For those that don't know, I've been on again, off again, experimenting with Podman at work, and just generally getting into the whole wonderful world of containerization of software, which is a very interesting and something that you should really know about. Which, admittedly, it was something that sort of I let fly by without learning about. Yeah, I'll try that on Monday. Oh, need more landfill. It's just never ends, does it? It's just the never-ending flow of landfill. Anyway, so this thing will output bacteriums. 1, 2, say about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. The assumption is that there'll be 4 of these builds eventually. Alright, so that's this. I've only built 2 of them, even though I'm actually only plugged in 1. Yeah, so all this has happened. It's Podman jive with read-only Fridays. Do you know what? I'm not really in the position to answer that question. I'll say hello. What? Oh. Oh. You shouldn't be there. Because you're getting hit by lightning. You need to hang out there, please. That's a... you know what? You have to go back home. That's a little something for future me, that is, right there. I guess you could probably benefit from a shield or two then. What are you looking like? It's just all this random quality stuff. I really need to deal with it. It's a problem that I've been wanting to deal with, or I want a solution to, but I sort of, at the same time, don't really want to deal with. Because I can't decide between building a quality base on Narvis, like over here, I sort of earmarked this whole space just for doing quality, or if I actually commit to the Fulgora nightmare of quality. And have to program every stupid rocket request manually. Yeah, so if I do quality on Fulgora, it means, like, by default, if I wanted to order something, say, like, Fusion Kajigas, it wants to come from Narvis, which means that I have to spend mouse clicks changing it to Fulgora, and that's something that I don't really want to do. Oh, Holic, how you doing? Hello. The Nightmare? Kiwis have spoken, haven't they? They demand Nightmare. And it shall be night. And it sounds like it shall be Nightmare. I mean, it's kind of my fault for thinking it was a good idea to put it all on the thingy planet in the first place. You know the planet that I mean, the thingy planet, the electric planet. Oh yeah, since Veldek's in the market for producing tutorials, he has something to sell you. Also, yeet. Hello, train. Oh, also, yeah, this got a bit of an upgrade. Turns out speed modules make stone flow. The thingy, exactly. The shocking planet. What happens next on this planet will shock you. What happens on this planet at night will shock you. uh, why do I have the awkward chuckle after saying such dumb thing? Ah, containers for cats. There you go. Organize the Python projects and run them on the... Yeah, you can go one step above having... what do they call them in Python? The individualized virtual environments. So instead of having virtual environments, you can package them up into actual containers. Oh, that also... Oh yeah, that reminds me. So I did actually do Podman Run on some... On... What was it? It was one of the Python... Is it like the defaulty Python container? And the thingy... VN, yeah, something like that. I looked at it once and I was like, this sounds too complicated and I don't want to do it. Yeah, I put the default Python on the machine as a test this afternoon. So I'm just adjusting the microphone noodle. And I did do Podman Run, and then the machine completely froze for like 2 minutes, and then it threw an error saying that it couldn't run because there was no disk space. And it turned out that in this time when it froze, it used up all the disk space. It used up the entire storage, which is kind of annoying. So I think, yeah, I need to do some exploration to deal with that. I'm not entirely sure what it did, because it seemed like the container is actually like multiple... I was picking apart the storage, and then I found multiple file systems, so it's like multiple environments. It seems overcomplicated for what it's trying to do. You thought he was going to work with the Teamsters and Longshoremen? I mean, on the one hand, we sort of don't really have Teamsters here. I mean, we just call them different names here. What even is the equivalent of a Teamster? Teamsters are like general labourers, aren't they? I'm going on the assumption that longshoremen are the equivalent of dockers. But yeah, so the poor little EMMC storage is evaporated. I mean, to be fair, there's only 16 gigabytes of it. Yeah, and all the remaining 14 was just evaporated. It's kind of impressive how fast it ate it up too. Now. I need to undistracto and actually get things happening. So I want you. I don't know why, but seeing longshoremen just randomly out of nowhere, made me think of the four longshoremen of the HP Apocalypse. That's a throwback for you. Something that would give the average IT worker PTSD. They're truckers. Oh, okay. I thought they did all kinds of things. I thought they were like laborers. They're just truckers. But in a more general sense, like you know, bring the trucks full of stuff in, unpack it all, do all the busy work. The examples that I was thinking of was actually more like you know, stay TV and movie production, because that's where I always see Teamsters referred to. So it's like it's just the general label that does work there. So I always figured it was just a labourer. Python is a wee bit bloated. I remember when working for an ISP, the Python requirements for certbot was larger than the entire PBX installation. Yeah. I mean, Python isn't the most it isn't the most economical of environments out there. The funny thing is that the entire like the Python system that's actually native to the machine um, is considerably more slim. Now, did I actually get all this done? What was I after? Foundries. Foundries was what I was after. And I got Foundries, yes. Very good, very good. Okay, so we need some Foundries. We need some melting. Molten iron. Like that. And we need some of that. There. The other cargo truckers, some of them are surrounding work as team. Pens for the pentapods. It's the new movement, is it? The pentapants. The five-legged pants. The five-legged Lederhausen. Lederhausen? Something like that. I forget what the word is. I don't know. I'm not German. I just pretend to speak German. And then Tucker Bear gets angry at me and says, please stop. Also, hey James. How you doing? Good morning. Hope it's okay. I'm watching on YouTube, but chat here. Live scrubbing is just too good. I know that is that's exactly how it's intended to be, because well, at least I guess at least 2 people, 3 people actually do that as well. As a side note from that, I did change the latency setting on YouTube. I can't see the status of it, but I'm assuming it's working. I'm assuming it's working. Now I've got to rescue my layers. There we go. 3 people then. 3 people guaranteed to be doing the same thing. But yeah, the YouTube player is amazing. I realized this actually like 4 or 5 years ago when I first encountered YouTube live streaming. It's like you can just hop backwards and forwards. It's like once you realize how good it is, it's hard to go back. Testing latency setting. Ping pong. Boom, boom, boom. This is like the airport announcement. Here we are, testing the latency setting. Latency's good? Nice. Stats say 7 seconds tier 1 YouTube, but who knows how accurate it is. It's the eternal struggle. Actually, thinking of completely tangential topics, there's a lot of people playing Open TTD lately. It's almost making me want to try and play it again. That could be a thing. Been a while. We used to do that semi-regularly. Trouble is that for me that game is kind of done. But every time I see people playing it, I'm like, oh, I could play that again. Chat, dual stream is... Yeah, that's why it is. There... I can still technically do it, but there are some clauses in contracts that you sort of got to walk around. I need to read the details of that again. I'm pretty sure it is actually fine if I just smoosh them together. But for now, I just sort of want to keep it concise. Alright, let's set up some melting. Actually don't need that there, because you can go there. 1, 2, 3. I'm not actually sure how much I need. So it'll very much be a case of winging it and seeing what happens. There we go. You go there, you go there. Let's just flop that there somewhere, and then there. Don't need any of this. Just burdening the power. How is power doing anyway? It's getting up there. It means I'm probably going to be chewing through a bit of this. Is there actually any... Yeah, there's the... well, you can see how fast I'm chewing through it, because there's the different quality of mold. No, that'll kick the power up. Launching a few rockets. There. Yeah, you should see the silo kick in. Yeah, there it goes. It's just bonk. Yeah, but these have a fair amount of rocket fuel inside of them, so it's going to keep the thing going for a while. Chats need to be in separate boxes. You can't link them into the same chat window. Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, if the YouTube latency is better, then that's also good. There's also the whole thing. There's a live chat replay on, like, I'm sort of focusing on YouTube, and there's a live chat replay on YouTube for the life cycle of the VOD, and there's a live chat replay on Twitch for the 90 days that the VOD exists. So having it on the screen isn't as... I've always seen it as a bit of a duplication. And so, like, I've never been motivated to keep it there. You had the first example tutorial, just returns the current date. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, so the thing with all the tutorials that I see is that... It's getting on a bit of a rant. The thing that with all the tutorials I see is that most of them don't go beyond saying what Podman is, and then, you know, install, you know, baby steps installing it, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah, I should have actually used the Alpine. They looked really good. There was another one, Balana, I think it was, which was specifically they roll those specifically for the type of environment I'm working with. Heart Raw coming on in with that tier 1. Thank you very much for that sub. You now have access to the best koala emotes on Twitch. Now, this statement is entirely not, you know, unfounded. We independently verified that they are in fact the best koala emotes on Twitch. Veldak independently verified them himself. So you can rest assured that they are definitely the best emotes on Twitch. I think I've beaten the dead horse enough. And once again, thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. Alright, let's just lubricate this a little bit. Alright, that's juiced up. Let's juice you up. Start getting things into gear. Yeah, this stuff has got to go all the way around. Oh, everything's going to be grabbing it. That's not ideal. I might have to make that 50 then. Because, I mean, this was made for a different build. So it's not surprising. Oh, no, there it is. It's triggered. So all it needs to do is just make some bioflux. There. All it needs to do is make some bioflux. Ideally. There it goes. Yep. Now it's kicking. Now it's kicking off. Yeah, it'll just start spinning up from there. Problem is, it doesn't have a regular supply of stuff, so it's going to struggle a little bit. And yeah, and then the mold's going to go out, and then we're going to have the moldy train do the moldy train things. I suppose that could actually be a stack inserter. Suppose if I want to place a stack inserter, I could not fat finger all of the keys and actually get it working. Yeah, like that. Yeah, have some smooth brains. And you have some wrinkle brains. There we go. It's just fun watching all these builds spring into life. It also occurred to me that, where is it? The plastic from Bioflux is actually not too far withdrawn from the carbon fiber one. Because that's actually Bioflux and processed smooth brains already. It's just the added step of Bioflux. Do I actually have the build here? There it is. Yeah, because it's got the jelly brains already. So all I need to do is just change these out for plastic, and this build should then do plastic. So that's convenient. Alright, so now that this industry is starting to happen, what I need is... I need several things. First of which is I need somewhere for this stuff to go. Do you actually produce any seeds also? I didn't actually see. Oh yeah, there, yeah. No, yeah. That's right. There's a dedicated seed train. I remember now. Hokey day. So what we need is a production line over here to do the stuff. So something that actually, this is a bit of a tangent, something that I don't understand, and I've never quite been able to understand is like this, what are you here? Your blue marsh, allow placement of that. Green marsh. Oh, okay, so it needs to be specifically green marsh. So I can't put like, yeah, so this here is blue marsh. I can't put terrain down on it. Also, hello, Monsieur Darthy. Because the thing I couldn't quite understand, if I just save this, CD train neon, well, it'll pick whatever colors the train stop. So, going back to a fairly ancient map, by space age standards, of course. This is just one of a few examples of what I've seen of it, of this thing that I'm leading into with the agriculture. Because it feels like there's just a permanent. Every time I see people doing this stuff, it feels like there's just this permanent cloud of stuff. See, like it, yes, it's all encompassing, and I don't really get why that. See, that's definitely built on top of green marsh. Blue marsh, sorry. No, it is green marsh. Never mind. That's blue marsh. But like it's... I don't know, I don't understand. Look, like here, it's just a perfect block. How does it... Why is it working? Is it just because it's all just coincidentally green marsh? I mean, it's all within the green biome. It's just something that I keep running into. There's like blue marsh there. There's... I mean, I suppose there is a bite take. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. It does actually have holes in it. It's just been carefully crafted to avoid it. Put down some 4x4 blocks of agriculture towers, and they seem to always have little water pieces you can't fill in. Can't find clean water-free squares. Yeah, happened to be the right type of mark. Yeah, I think this just like if you actually look at it, it's just a very convenient patch. Whereas, yeah, in fact, I think this is a this would be an older Gleba generation as well. This is actually very different to what I've got. Like there are huge areas of the sort of hard area, or like that there, the harder area, the rock area. Is it? Yeah, the grey is the rock area. Very interesting. It's just every map I've played, I've never been able to get such an amount of contiguous land. See, like here, it's all full of the blue bits. I suppose there's a few decent spots maybe over here. Yeah, over here is pretty good. I have a sneeze building up too. Still building. It exploded. Yeah, it's just real interesting. I just find it really interesting. Now, before going anywhere, what's all that stuff that's landing? Stuff and junk, I guess. Oh, it's already on its way. It's just like jettison stuff and leaves. Oh, I suppose if it's satisfied, yeah, it doesn't hang around. It just throws stuff overboard and runs. I mean, the platform has the right idea. Just throw stuff overboard and run. So we'll grab some of that. Grab some of that. I turned off the biter egg provider just for now. Oh, I haven't built that. I was having a bad case of biters hatching and eating things here, so I decided it would be in my best interest to turn it off for a little while. At least until I start really getting infrastructure up and running here. Alrighty, sure. Train stops. What I really want is, well, I want a 242. I actually want several 242s. Probably to the point where I should use one of these. These are standing out as being more convenient than the other ones. Might actually just push it over a little bit further. You fire up Factorio or yeah, nah? Yeah, nah, you could fire it up or not, I don't know. Ah, yeah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah, nah. Something like, I mean, actually here's pretty good. Yeah, it's all green marsh. It's actually all green marsh. I think there's only yeah, blue marsh is kind of easy to spot. So, artificial. Just like that. That's all hard areas, so it can't do the thing. How far it can be pushed. I suppose I could just always use this stuff. It's kind of a waste, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter in the scheme of things. It's just a few biter eggs away from actually working. Yeah, the overgrowth soil is amazing stuff for late game agriculture. Oh, you see, there's actually a thingy right there. So I'm sort of, yeah, I'm sandwiched between two problem spots. So we can do that there. Oh no, that actually fits. Just barely. So we'll take that up, and that up, and that up. Oop, off by one. Go. So, is that all? That's blue. Probably squeeze it in like there. It's probably my own fault, but you know, I want to. Yeah, there's a little doot of it there. It's a problem of my own creation, wanting to just make a big continuous area of it. Yeah, I'll just move it out the way. Scoop up some smooth brains while we're at it. It's probably the one really annoying thing about Gleba is just getting the exact right farm tile. And unlike most cases with endgame stuff, is that you can't. It's a problem that you can't overcome. Like you can't use technology to overcome the eventual biome limitations of Gleba, which is an annoying limitation to have. Alrighty. I think now I'm going to have to order some more biter eggs. I mean, it's kind of obvious, really, if I want more of this overgrowth soil. It's slowly building. It's just a little bit of backup solar. Some of it is actually uncommon too. Now, go in there. You go in there. You go in there. Yeah, there we go. All gone. Where is the soil production? There it is. Oh yeah, it was also eating seeds. That was kind of problematic. Oh, apparently we are ordering more. Oh, it was because this thing couldn't carry it. Oh, they were hatching on this thing, is what I mean. They were hatching in space. You, there. One day we'll build the bioflux platform. I think this has been slowly progressing. It's should be, yeah, it's fully juiced up now with coolant, so it's all functioning. You're actually running entirely off of yes, you're running entirely off of solar. But this is also a future me problem, this thing, to figure out. An our me problem to do with that is, why are you not making tanks? Being told to make tanks, of all things. Yeah, make some tanks, please. Make, like, 50 of them. I think by 50 I mean 20. It's best to order by rocket stacks. There we go. you? Oh, uncommon radars. Which in turn is probably waiting for crap to actually make radars. That seems like a bit of a problem. Why are you not running? Why are you out of fuel? Why are you not making fuel? Why are you out of dull? Oh, you got an overabundance of shinies. Okay then. You are actually the wrong priority. You need to be down there so that you always prioritize those. Alright, upsy daisies. This is a real thing that can happen with nuclear, even in 1.1, is that you can actually overproduce on shinies and run out of regulars. Should also point out these are entirely running on early game stuff. Like they could be running like that. And like that. Because, you know, power usage isn't high enough, so what's the best thing to do is just to, other than to draw more. You see, like, it's all slow belts as well. Again, the best thing you can do in these situations is burden the entire system even more than it already is. Trying to deliver the blue belt and get sent away. No fusion on Navis? No. Because it's got the reactors already, it doesn't... I've sort of not really been bothering with it. It's funny, I don't actually really like this style of unloader. I prefer the... I've sort of preferred towards the lane balancer type. Because the number of times I have problems with unbalanced lanes from train unloaders. Just makes it easier to deal with. So this has just been chewing on the coal. Not that it's a bad thing. I mean, this 3 million coal patch is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's just funny though. I do really need to build fuel reprocessing though. It's going to be a problem eventually. And I feel like the time when it becomes a problem is when I should build the reprocessing. Yes, here we go. I'm not going to change those, however. Change these. Reason being is that this can output two different things, so I don't want it building up stacks of them. Stacks of uranium ore coming in I'm perfectly fine with though. And stacks of these I'm also perfectly fine with. 0.69 a sec. I don't think it's taken into account the low power. It could take a while. Is there a cutoff that I can do? Plant from... Could do more solar. Just give it a bit of a helping hand. I mean, at the same time, I don't really need solar. I don't really want solar. Solar. But it's gonna happen anyway. Yeah, stop matrix it. See now. Ah, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I can at least kick it into gear with some of these. There. Where is it? There. I don't think I've actually done nuclear fuel yet here. Also sneeze. To win one session, that's amazing. I think one of my holiday things that I'll do is do a serious cleaning. I think I know why. Something like that. Yep, thought so. Just at least shove a little bit more heat into the pipe to get some steam going. Now, how are you doing over here? I might actually roll over the, oh, actually, if I can, yeah, pop those in. I mean, I don't think it's going to help yet. Yeah, just get the productivity percentage a little bit higher. Yeah, 64% from 40. It's an extra 24%. It's only a little bit, but it does help. Yeah, see, we're coughing out a little bit of steam now. The funny thing is, it's really only just offsetting the loss of solar. See it dying. How long has it been going? It's actually been going for like 20, 30. Yeah, 20. Been going for like 30 minutes already. Now. Are we there yet? I could probably cut that. And that. No, not that. It's actually annoying. Get to upgrade nuclear? No, the dull rocks stopped flowing, so it stopped making more fuel. Yes, it's sort of sprung up a little bit. It's actually supplanted the, yeah, it's sort of taken place of the solar. So it's not the worst. Oh, solar's kicking in. I think it produced, yeah, it produced on productivity. Ah, something sprung into life. So who's getting... Just wondering where it went. Oh, I know where it went. Yeah, it can be annoying, that is. You... Uh, there. That should shut those... Nope, it didn't. Where are they being requested from? It's not... It's definitely not in there. There. The Spidertrons are absorbing the fuel cell, see, because it's trying to make fission reactors. So I've turned a lot of fission reactors into, or a lot of fuel cells into fission reactors, not actually making fuel out of them. Boing. Hey, that little bit of stuff is helping. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I might as well just leave it there and then enable when... So you read temperature, and when you're less than T of 525. So it should stay pretty good from there. Yeah, they should start spinning up now. You can see it's rising. The only problem is that if I get any fuel cells here, they won't insert until the next cycle when these are burnt. So these will take a little while. I mean, speaking of taking a little while... Yeah, see, they're not actually inserting yet. The Aquilo Special is taking fuel as well. What's... Oh yeah, you're taking stuff. Yeah, it says 114, the stupid things now. I do actually have fusion and everything needed for fusion on Navis. I'm just not going to... I'm deliberately not building it though, just yet. Yeah, it's going to struggle a bit on the old solar department. Speaking of... Yeah, this thing should have... Yeah, there it is. I mean, realistically, I could convert this thing to fusion because it goes by Aquilo anyway, so it wouldn't hurt to do so. I'm actually also kind of curious what happens when it gets to Gleba, whether it just jettisons stuff overboard and then flees, or what does it do? Should actually drop some solar off. It is getting built. It is getting built. Yeah, it only waits 3 seconds of inactivity, and if nothing comes up to... I don't think it receives anything from Gleba. This platform's sort of the... It serves two roles. It collects and delivers stuff to Aquilo, because it's the only ship Aquilo certified, but it's also sort of the universal delivery platform. So this one, any planet that needs something, it just drops it off there. Yep, there it goes. There we go, just throw the rest of it overboard and then leave. Things are still like flying away and it's already gone. Interesting. I could actually build this stuff locally now. There's no real crazed need for it. Just trying to see... No. Aha! Look at that. Running as hard as it can. Ish. I think there's slightly too many turbines still on this build, but I'm happy with it. Yep, we're good on, nearly good on power now, because the first one's spinning up, so that means this should actually be crafting properly now. That means everything else is crafting properly now. Speaking of productivity, what do we got? Oh, I got a legendary or two. I don't know where those are going. Going in there. Yeah, sort out the speed module situation still over on Vulcanus. It's one of those things I just don't want to deal with though. It's like, I know I need to deal with it, but I don't want to deal with it. Now, speaking of things I don't want to deal with, because I can, it's just speed boost. Need to try and get this request list down. Yeah, if only had a workforce to deal with stuff. If only. If only had a workforce that could take charge of every planet. If only there was some hosting I could use so that we could host the save. Actually, I could just host it locally. I can do that now. Sort of. Oh, sort of, but not really. Yeah, yeah. I do have, admittedly, I probably don't need to worry, but I do have some hesitations for using your internet to host my things. Supposed to have 140. See, I'm only on... My problem with the reason why I hesitate on hosting it is it's supposed to be 120. Which means that once, you know, 2/3 of it is used by streaming, so it means that there's not much left over for people to actually join with. Oh, that's already full. Very good. Excellent. So you're gonna... Oh, yeah, you're all spooled up now. Excellent. Are you gonna over temperature? You're probably gonna over temperature, fortunately. Oh, maybe not. I need like to make like a little temperature tracker. See what the maximum peak is. This is giving me this idea. So in the past, I've seen people have this display graph which shows, you know, solar tracking over a 1-day in-game period. And I'm like, I wonder if we could do the same thing, but it shows each day's peak temperature. And you have a peak hold. Yeah, it's only halfway, so it might be okay. This is a new design, so it's a little experimental still. That's why I'm a bit all over it. It turns out that because of the temperature thing, you've got to pull the heat pipes a lot closer together. So the old design's been thrown in the bin. He was on a 120 Black Friday upgrade deal with $10 a month off for 6 months, meaning 140 is the same price as 120. So, yeah, I mean, can't hardly go wrong with that. What was the control temperature? It was, yeah, 760. It probably could stand to be a little bit lower. I think it gets down towards the, you know, near the 500 mark at that point there. I mean, admittedly, I could just put a sacrificial reactor around here and use it to measure the temperature. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. It's not going to... So if this thing reaches 999, then it starts effectively deleting heat. I realize that at the end of the day, I used to run it just effectively deleting heat anyway. So it's not really that big of a deal if it peaks out at max temperature. But it would be nice if it didn't. It means that the control system's actually working. You know what, that's going up very quickly. What's going to run out first, the temperature or the fuel? Or, yeah, the fuel's going to run out first. Yeah, it's functionally infinite anyway. I've always treated it as infinite, as I say. In 1.1, like in 1.1, the amount of fuel you get is kind of absurd. Like, there's two patches right next to each other, 2.9, 1.6 and 2.9, and then I got, another 1.1 and a 1.6. This is also on poor resources, by the way, and then there's even more over here, and then, oh yeah, there is more up there too. So I'm not exactly short on uranium. Like, I could be as wasteful as I like, and it just does not matter. Alright, so solar. Just downgrade you. Yeah, like so. €50 a month for 200. It's basically $100 dues a month. €52 for 1 gig, 1 gig. So that's, I don't understand the cost benefit of that. Why would you have for 2.5 euros more? You go from 200 to 1 gig. It's like, what? How do they come to those price? How do they come to that pricing structure? What is the logic to that pricing structure? Or is there no logic to the pricing structure, and that's the intention? Is that is that where it comes down to that whole theory of the 200 being an anchor? And so for a little bit more, you're coerced into paying the higher price. I mean, that's the thing though, is that it doesn't even make sense as an anchor. Oh yeah, and the equipment is the same. Like, if it was an anchor, then you'd make it like 10 or 20 euros more. You'd make it 70 euros. You'd make a killing out of it. And you'd also just keep it as oversubscribed as it is, either way. Also, have biter eggs actually started arriving yet? So the reason why I've been stalling is waiting for biter eggs. Psychological. I heard people tend to buy the middle option if they don't have much of a preference. So if you set your medium price close to the high price, then people just pick the high. Yeah, that's what I was sort of leading at. Is there's a theory that calls it the anchor price, where it's the anchor for. Oh wow, you don't actually have any mold. That's an interesting problem to have. Yeah, I don't have any mold. Well, I know how to find some. It's like how a McDonald's a small McDonald's meal is almost it's like 50 cents or $1 more less than a medium meal. Did you see mold being a limit? Yeah, it does happen. If your agriculture or if your builds are too efficient, it actually becomes a problem because you're not generating the mold, because you actually need mold for some of the production. So yeah, I need to. I mean, a lot of these trees drop mold when you deconstruct them, so that's why I'm picking them up. Stop deleting so much in the heating towers. I need power somehow. I could actually burn wood. That would make a lot more sense. Yeah, just stop burning the mold and yeah, you lumber, please. And it turns out there's something wrong with that. Do you have any scent on Gleba, or does it solely come from tree farming cranes? It's entirely from the stinky stuff is entirely from the agricultural towers. Yeah, these are the only building that actually produces the spores. Yeah, 4 a minute. Whereas these are actually -1 a minute. Not burning. Oh yeah, it's burning rocket fuel. It's 100% burning rocket fuel. It's just that when mold is in excess, it burns mold as well. I mean, I'm also burning rare mold, as you can see right there. There's a few doots of rare mold. And seeds. Sometimes seeds find their way in here. Alright, you take up the uncommon mold, you take the rare mold. You can all take rocket fuel. Like that. You finally migrated to fusion. I mean, I do have fusion reactors here. There's not a lot stopping me from actually migrating to fusion. Or is it? I should even have, oh no, I've only got regular reactors. I don't have the rare ones yet. Because I do actually have, well, epic and legendary fusion going on here. So I could go all the way. Alright, so this thing's cooking away again. Yeah, it's not inserting fast enough. That's fine. It's not meant to be the fastest thing in the world. It's just enough to get the job done. I'm gonna... What's the rocket capacity? It is 500. I might drop that to 300. I'll just keep it as it is. Otherwise... Wait, did you just drop mold? That would have come from you. Yeah, you would have dropped mold just then. So what's stopping... Oh, it is cooking away science. It's just going to take 2 hours because it's not very fast. Yeah, I need a way to generate mold on a large scale. Probably the easiest way to generate mold on a large scale is just turn that to always grab stuff. And put another one there. Just fill up a chest with this stuff and not care. Let it be mold. Let it be moldy. Aha. Even that's out of mold. That's not good. Interesting. Kind of sad how your little uranium gets used now. Maybe they could add like a fission process that turns lithium 6 into lithium 7 and be used for fusion. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed that the fusion doesn't actually depend on uranium or something. Like, that's... I suppose that's another thing that's kind of underwhelming with Aquilo. Yeah, it's just lithium and ammonia. It's not a difficult... Fusion power cells are not a difficult recipe to make. Like, and it's a true endgame thing, so you really need decent... Like, a lot of this stuff needs decent planetary logistics for it to actually work. Like, these guys here need... was it these? No, your lithium was... Oh no, it needs the holmium, which means it needs fungora, to make the science. The processors needs everything, so it needs the tungsten from Vulcanus, it needs the sticks from fungora, and the carbon fiber from Gleba. It's like one item from every planet, so it's Narvis, Vulcanus, Fungora, Gleba, Aquilo. Like, it's just the entire system is needed to make these things. I suppose that contributes to these. Then contributes to these. I suppose it's even more of the same crap that comes from all the other planets. Like, fusion itself needs every planet to craft the machine, So I can understand why they've made the fuel cells a little cheaper, but at the same time, like, it's kind of basic. It would have been nice if if it did require like shiny rocks or something, or even the fuel cells or nuclear fuel. Because yeah, what was the energy per item of uranium? It was like 1.2 gigawatts, gigajoules was the energy density of uranium, or something like that. Yeah, it is shockingly cheap. I guess um, the motivation for it is for platforms, or the incentive is for for having fusion for platforms. Yeah, it takes no time to fill up on fusion cells. Let's see, you go there, and you go there. Just salvage the land, yeah, so I can make use of it. It's going to be one of those things. It's going to be a slow burn. Crunch. Alrighty. So, any an outie, any there, and then an outie there. There was a button on the planners to place the correct type of dirt there without planting areas. Didn't have to manually do. Yeah, it is a chore. It really is. Make that a substation or something. There. Nope. Not at all. Have to be that. Hmm. See, can I be bothered making better pole? I suppose I could make it a tile closer. There you go. That works too. Right. There and there. That nice iridescent green. Yamako wetland. The effect on it looks kind of bland when you get to see all of it at once. It's like like a Duke 3D or Doom water tile. Make a blueprint book with planters, have all the soil types prepared. That requires, yeah, it requires actually organizing all the blueprints for all the different soil types. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, it's a reasonable thing to do, but I don't want to do that. I'm kinda only as liquid animate. Kinda, but much tighter. Like much more condensed. But I see the resemblance. Whee. Alright, let's pop you in there. Just the decon kajiga of blockageness. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I was trying to place it down there originally, wasn't I? There's a lot of... what were you? Oh yeah, there's blue right there. There's blue there and blue there. I suppose I'll just plop the trains in there. Just get her done. Volcanus. Oh, you're done. You. A smaller one. Probably not as the answer. This is fine. Just grab one of these then. What do I need? I need a thingy out and a thingy out. I need 3 thingies to go out. What I mean by 3 thingies to go out is, so I need seeds to go out, or in, I should say. We need seeds there. Then we need an innie for the thingies. The last one's probably going to have to be bots, just for my own sanity. It's also not going to line up with any grid. Or will it? I'll just move it down a tile. That's the... Oop, nope, we don't want that. It's the easiest way is just move it down a tile. There. There. Go there. It's interesting how you can't place ramps until you actually have everything else completely done. It's very fussy. All the thingies. And what's its and doohickeys. As your heart so desires. I think I've actually slid this over slightly too. Yeah, it slid slightly. Whee, boop. Alrighty. We got something that vaguely resembles something competent. But you never know. Now I've got to find the original tiling of these things. 3, 4. Probably there. Thank you, bots. Yep. Sure. Alright, got to get more landfill then. The eternal struggle. I still don't have a spider here, do I? One of these days I'll get one over here. Just get a landfill spider. But yeah, maybe, I don't know if we'll have time. There's a lot of things that need to be done on the holiday when the Christmas New Year break starts, and certainly on the potentials is a multiplayer server of this. Ooh, more of that stuff. Yes, please. Like spider on a spider planet. Yeah. The irony is that every other planet got one. So like Fagora, they even have a rare one. So like Fagora has a rare one. Volcanus has a rare one. Narvis has an uncommon, and it should have a rare one as well. Aquilo has a basic one, and yeah, Gleba has none. So like, it's not like there's a shortage of spiders. Hey, Redicus. It's not like there's a shortage of spiders going around the solar system. It's just for whatever reason Gleba missed out. Better finishing soon in 40 minutes. So there is still time. There is at least a little bit of time. Alright, scoop up all this. Get it sorted. Just watch the energy slowly drain. Yeah, I'd very much like some rare bots and such. Some level of irony where the most Australian planet doesn't have a spider. Yeah, they're all behind me, there's the problem. I mean, I did tell you about how one of them came out of nowhere and bit me while I was doing disassembling and assembling the new chair. There's actually a possibility it might have been a male redback. But, as I was saying originally, it's unlikely because they don't normally come inside. I mean, outside of exceptional circumstances. Oh yeah, it's all fine now. It only lasted a few days. It was just a really nasty, very nasty, very dark bruise that showed up. Alright, so yeah, I'll take that stuff. Yeah, that's also a pickup. But we want cargo load. And then I want these things. Yeah, you can't actually see it anymore. The actual bite. It's long gone down and disappeared. It might sound strange, but it's just not a actual spider bites are not a common occurrence. That's why it sort of stood out. 16F for -9, so yeah. A little bit of frost will keep the spiders away. tropical weather here is bringing them all indoors. I don't know why I'm landfilling so much, but I am landfilling so much. Won't you eventually get like snowdrifts that block your wind because they're so thick and deep? Being from Michigan. I have vague recollection that a few years ago you had like a cold snap where it went down to like -50. I don't remember if that was Fahrenheit or Celsius though. I just remember it being horrifically cold. And we still got some left over. Two, three, four. 2. Right about there. Crossover at -41. Isn't it -32? They're both the same number. Or was it -40? It was like an oddly specific number as well that they cross over at. I have a feeling that stack inserters... oh, it was -40, yeah. Are we actually making... we should be making steel chests here. Stormlight Shattered Plains. Interesting. I don't remember they did talk about the inspirations for the different planets, and I don't remember them mentioning anything like that. Curious now. Maybe they did low-key have that kind of inspiration. There we go. The reason I want this is so I want these to be requester chests. Yeah. Like that. There could be buffer chests as well, actually. Just want to say trash unrequested, but also so you just crank it up to 3,000. Like that. So they will hang on to that stuff. What happens with these? I don't think they will trash unrequested though. Yeah, and these then request mold. And of course, a robo network always needs some storage. It was productive. Another commit. You've had a few paragraphs explaining what the containers with focus. It took a lot of time to understand about containers. I like how this has turned into a full-blown tutorial. The terminology, probably my biggest gripe with the whole process has been is that, I mean, apart from everything else that I've already been complaining about, is that it feels like to learn Podman, you need 10 years of experience with Docker. Because it's like, oh, it's just like Docker, and you just do this thing that you've already been doing for 10 years in a row. I haven't really been doing that for the last 10 years, so it's kind of not relevant. Ooh, more good stuff. Oh, you actually chewed through all the eggs, amazingly. Actually, if I'm not set that to 500, then you... Yes, send the things. I like the Podman logo. It's a cool logo, isn't it? Also mold. I mean, science has been kicking along nicely. Some levels of above and beyond right there too. Helps you also fix terminology as you gathered over the years. That is actually true, is that you don't truly master something until you write a manual on it. Are there any tool and update factorial calcs out there? I find most documentation too focused on how you use things instead of how they work. Or they focus on the really baby food stuff. That's the one that I often find. That was kind of dumb. I'm sure it'll be fine. Figure it out eventually. Now we're growing the smooth brains. Just gotta watch out because there's thingies nearby. It's one of those things where a rocket turret or two wouldn't hurt. Rocket turrets are really effective against pentapods. Case in point, go say hi to them. I mean, they are right here. I think that was a medium. On their own, they're not very strong, but in a group, they can get real nasty. Yeah, so look at it. Just fire a few rockets at them and Strider boys are done. Not even a problem. Writing crappy JS libraries, they could sure use some proper documentation. Well, there wouldn't be JS libraries if they were properly documented. It kind of comes with the territory, doesn't it? Is that a big one? I think that's a big one. Couldn't tell, I could only see it for like a frame. But yeah, cannon shells and rockets, the bigger pentapods are kind of allergic to. That should be yeah, that's a medium stomper. Oh, they're medium strafers. Medium stomper. Stomper, on the other hand, is still chonky boy. Big ones are even more so. All the fleshy juices. Yeah, see, the shield's gone down pretty hard. It's a good thing I'm in the mech suit. Otherwise, this would be a lot worse. Ooh, a big one. Fine. Stuck in the water. Too bad I didn't bring discharge defense. Yeah. Yeah. I'm forever tainted on discharge defense because I come very much from the time when discharge defense was terrible. So I'll never be able to really adjust to discharge defense. How does fire do? Should do pretty well. Yeah, well, they're vulnerable to everything except laser. Yeah, laser, of course. It's just the most vindictive. Yeah, so they should do well to fire. Fire, they should be very, very allergic to. Alright, they're going to start finishing growing soon. Oh, there they are now. Alright, so we need some trains to start moving this stuff. Tesla gun's also nice, but ammo's pricey, yeah. Hate the devs, the Jeffersons, lasers, and robots. Felt a bit of an agenda-driven development. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Problem is that Tesla's, like, Tesla would be good if it didn't suck. It was like, yeah, we're getting this Tesla thing, and then as soon as you try it, it's like awful. It's just objectively bad. There we go. The problem that I realise now is that this can't be on a regular system. Because if it's on the cargo load, it means that they'll load without a destination. So I need to make this act in such a way that it'll only load a train when there is a destination that has a demand. Or set up an entirely dedicated train network for delivering. It's kind of amazing that it only took until now for me to notice that there's actually a problem. I mean, for now though, it's only 1,600, so it's not going to go anywhere. Oh yeah, the bots on Aquila is just vindictive, isn't it? Just the bots on top of the other struggles, particularly with like the heat pipes, is just nasty. Yeah. It's the thing with bots, isn't it? Is that they can just do anything and everything just so damn well. Okay, no. I was like, is that dumping Pentapod eggs? No, it wasn't. It's fine. And now we're cranking out the spores. The annoying thing is that it's not quite ready. We're not quite ready for him yet. On the other hand, oh yeah, I can just use the unload. I can flop one of these down. and replace that existing system. Weapons would be good if you could produce the ammo for the planet where it was actually good. That too. I mean, having said that, I feel like I'm going to keep calling out the Tesla gun specifically because it's just, for what it is not very good. And it bothers me to no end. Just compared to every other gun that you get at the same tech level, it's just objectively worse. Railguns in space. Well, you do get the railgun turrets. It's the other thing too is that railguns are kind of useless outside of space. You can make the ammo anywhere, but it's just too hard to bother with it. Yeah, once you get into the higher tier bots, it's not much of an issue as well. The whole bot situation. It dramatically affects the base tier stuff, but once you get into the higher tier, because like uh, yeah, yeah, it you get more energy capacity, so you can overcome the 6 times thing. I was going to say I think it offsets it, but yeah, epic offsets it, but legendary hang on, no, I think legendary actually is equivalent to 6 times. I'm also going to travel further too. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, I didn't see it before. Yeah, it increases the charge rate, which also offsets it. Yeah, so it can pull more energy and charge the bots faster. So having epic and legendary robot tiers pretty much negates the robot sadness. Oh, hello, thingy. Why do I not have any bulk inserters? Actually, you're a missing plate. Because we've eaten it all. We've actually eaten yeah, we've actually eaten everything that was here. Okay then. That's a turnout. Chewing out too much when you accumulate charge as large amounts of bots fly. Yeah, that would do some damage to the network. Right, so that is technically working. You need seeds to start actually working. Just trying to think, how do I want to do this? I need bots, train bots, bot trains that can only send when they need. So, this is the perfect time to be doing combinays when I'm half asleep. Can only go well, as you can imagine. Use green. Oh yeah, you're not actually connected. It's a bit of an issue, not having things connected. It's good on Gleba since enemies don't have shock resistance and spawn groups. That is true, yeah. But at the same time, rockets do the same, have the same effect, and you don't need to ship the ammo from. I suppose that comes back to what we were saying before. Or what you were saying before, where is it? The Tesla gun has to be made basically on Fulgora, and likewise the Tesla ammo has to be made on Fulgora because it needs electrolyte. Trash any unconsumed stuff, yeah, or have well, yeah, actually, I was thinking of exactly what you were saying. Just have recyclers that just junk it when it's not moving. When it gets below a certain, like if it just can't load onto the train, it just goes in the bin. Oh, but then they're not. What it needs is like a sink to just process stuff and delete the results so it generates seeds. Because ultimately, if you're not processing what you grow, you should at least be processing it, throwing the processed result in the bin and keeping the seeds so that you can keep the agriculture going, keeping the agricultural cycle going. So it would make sense, as I say, yeah, to have a build whose sole job in life is to just turn the stuff into seeds, if that makes sense. So green was a bit of a poor choice. It'll have to be red then. Yes, now it's got Ella1. So L greater than 0 outputs of that. I guess I will just use both then. Maybe red can be demand and green be supply or something. Yeah, I mean, it could run the train direct to the farm sites, the agricultural towers. That would also make sense. If only I could make use of the feature that actually exists within the game, instead of just trying to contrive a solution that that tiptoes around the thing that already exists. But so we have a red request here. U greater than 0, output L. Huh. That's gonna get annoying. Right, so you're requesting a train. There we go. But actually, circuit condition or check greater than 0. Everything equal to 0. U equal to 0. Output check of 1. Enter train. And away it goes. Even 100 hours completing all achievements, starting from Gleba. Had to take care of enemies only twice. It was easier than bringing ammo for small attacks. Lasers would do it anyway. Lasers just dominate everything. They just dominate. Just that range. Shouldn't there be like bulk inserters here? Yes, yes there is. A lot of uncommon ones too. Yeah, that might help things along, wouldn't it? Right, do I have any fasty boys? Yes, I do. Right, which ones are going to get done? It's probably none of the, yep. Not a single one of that second wagon. Where are you at? Hey, you got a few on you. What's going on? Go on there. Oh, it's the shadow of the timer. Yeah, because a little timer thing now. This makes it a little more obvious as what the hell's going on when the thing's waiting to go. Oh yeah, these are all epic now. So much faster. Yeah, 330 instead of like 120 or whatever it was. It used to be so slow. I mean, it's still slow. Who was it? I think it was King. Cool. Yeah, I would update right now. That makes total sensible. King, yeah, King 400 is ship. I just need a return path for seeds now. There's all the good stuff and just leave. Just wish I could do that to Aquilo so it doesn't hang around there all day. Excellent. What do we want? I'll just make it a requester. Like this. Alrighty. You went... No, you're not. You're not in robot range. Yeah, now you are. Except that we don't want mold. We want seeds. It's Alicia. How you doing? I feel like the seeds aren't appearing. I feel like the thing isn't connected. I'm tired. I guess this is also one of those ones that's going to need to send a circuit condition, send a train. Need equal to 0. I'll put check mark. Hello, train. Bye bye, train. Give it like a pale red or something. Funny enough, it's only 9:25 and it feels like it's well past sleepy time here for me too. feel like that wasn't enough seeds to really do anything. Sure. Train is probably confused because it can't load anything and it's being told to go. We're up to 100 and you only got 10 so far. Well, it's nice to know that this is mostly running on wood now. Alright, steal some of these. Just for testing purposes. The annoying thing is I need to do this again for the other thingies. The wrinkle brains. We got 1,100. Sleepy time was 90 minutes ago. Alright, let's see what happens here and then that might be it. I'm actually happy with how this is looking. I mean, I haven't really been keeping up with what other people are up to, but I'm happy that I've done the whole train system. It's kind of unnecessary on bloody Gleba, but it's nice to see. As I say, kind of unnecessary, but it's amusing. Oh, we don't want to be chucking those away. Well, we do and we don't. You want to do trains now on Gleba now? Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're not the most annoying things on Gleba. You will need a decent supply of landfill though. Just fair warning, you need landfill. Where is that going? Oh, you need that to make soil. That's right. Oh, well, I got rid of that in a hurry. Oh, you're missing a signal. It actually has one too many signals. Train's the only option. Some more remote farming locations. Close ones are all tiny. How are they so tiny? That's really weird. I mean, I don't doubt it. It's just that Gleba map generation is kind of, for the most part, it's pretty favourable to the point of being kind of too favourable and too easy. Hello, thingies. Ah, the spider eggs. I was wondering what was coming down. It was spider eggs. You're set on 200. Spider eggs to Gleba for the soil upgrade. You only have 1 tower per location. Oh, yep. Yep. It is handy to push them way out of base as well. There is an argument for it, for pushing outwards. You don't need to build a giant fortress and then just not and just have a death world. It's just kind of annoying. Ooh, we're almost at 100. Yeah. Train cometh. Just immediately goes. We've got 170 in there. It'd be interesting to see how it performs later on. Once this stuff is actually properly running. Yeah, it just stops it backing up. Doing semi-efficient farming, still get about 1k SPM out of 3 of them. Yeah, you don't actually need that much to get 1000 SPM. Like, I'm just shy of 1000. It's a bit wibbly wobbly at the minute. But yeah. I mean, the biolabs help. Oh, barter eggs. I was wondering what was flying over. It'd be nice to scale it up a little bit. Alrighty. Looking now, 3840. Slowly growing. Well, it's 60 minutes. Probably should change the stack size to 4. Just so it doesn't spoil so quickly. There's also that. Probably affecting all of them, actually. I didn't notice, and I never noticed. Yep. It sure is. I think for consistency, I should actually be deleting the back one, but meh. Anyway, I think it's time to leave it there for today. I'm actually happy with how we're going. I mean, it's been a bit of a day of procrastination again, as always. I mean, it's what we do best around here. But I'm liking the way this is formulating. Next time we need to do the same farming again, but for the wrinkle brains. So that'll be the focus next time, is just getting the rest of the initial agriculture in and start spinning things up. I think from there, start putting builds down and spinning things up. So yeah, so there's the thingies that Voldak slapped down in both. Discord link, just come hang out. That's where you can normally find me. For the Twitch, there's the YouTube channel. For the YouTube channel, there's the YouTube channel again, not the Twitch channel, because one day I'll remember to actually fix that. There's a Twittery doos there as well. And yeah, other than that, that's it from me for today. So as always, appreciate you all being here, and thank you very much, and I shall see you next time. If there isn't a sneaky stream on the weekend. There might not be. There probably won't be.